सामने सैल्यूट, हाथ नीचे।
जय मन अधिनायक जय हे भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्तर बंग, हिंद हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग, तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मागे, गाये तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय जय
All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always try to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers, and all elders respect and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people, I pledge my devotion in their well-being and prosperity. Alone lies my happiness.
To our manager, Reverend Father Nazir Direct, secondary headmistress, Sister Vijaya, primary headmistress, Sister Sheila, Bibladikas in charge, Sister Saroj, teaching and non-teaching staff. Today we all are gathered here to celebrate our 72nd Republic Day. First of all, I wish every one of you a happy Republic Day. 26th January holds an everlasting place in our national memory because it is the day when modern India was born. Under Mahatma Gandhi moral and political leadership, National Congress passed Purna Swaraj resolution demanding complete independence from British rule in December 1929. Gandhiji organized nationwide celebration on 26 January 1930 as Independence Day. From then on, the nation took a pledge on this day every year to carry on a freedom struggle till we attained it. Exactly 20 years later, in 1950, we adopted our Charter of Modernity, the Constitution. The framework of Constitution has made India a role model for today's world, was constructed out of Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy. Its essence lay in four principles: democracy, freedom of faith, gender equality, and economic upsurge. For those who trapped in these sectors of their poverty, and these have been made guiding values of our country. In living the value of the democratic republic, we have freedom in mind, faith in words, and pride in our heart, and patriotism in our soul. With these thoughts, I would like to call Miss Ansu Singh from Standard 9B to give a speech.
Reverend Father Nazir, respected Sister Vijaya, primary headmistress Sister Sheila, Sister Saroj, teachers, parents, and my fellow students. Today, while we celebrate the 72nd Republic Day, I would like to say a few words. 26 January every year is celebrated with lots of joy and happiness and has gained special significance in the history of India. We are all aware that India got its independence on August 15, 1947. But the nation did not have its own constitution. Instead, was governed under the laws implemented by the British. However, after many deliberations and amendments, a committee headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, after 2 years, 11 months and 17 days, submitted a draft of Indian Constitution which was adopted on 26 November 1949 and officially came into effect on 26 January 1950. What is a republic? A republic is a state in which the supreme power is held by people and their elected or nominated and their representatives, which has an elected or nominated president rather than a king. Thus, in the Republic India, every citizen enjoy equal rights irrespective of their age, gender, caste, state, region, language, etc. Every year, Republic Day celebration is held in New Delhi at Rajpath in the presence of Prime Minister of India. But this year, due to COVID pandemic, there will be no grand celebrations, no parades, no foreign dignitaries. But the celebration must continue in our hearts and minds. This year has not only tested the resolve of the government of India, but also of the people of the nation towards their constitution. But also of the people of the nation. The government implemented various rules and regulations under the constitution during the pandemic for the safety of citizens, and citizens too wholeheartedly followed them. Let us all continue cooperating with the authorities so that life can move back to normalcy and we can continue to celebrate the hard work of our freedom fighters and the founders of the Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your precious thoughts to the audience. I'm sure that I enjoyed listening you. ये नफरत बुरी है, हेलो, ये नफरत बुरी है, न पालो इसे, ये नफरत बुरी है, न पालो इसे, दिलों में ख्वाहिश है, निकालो इसे, ये नफरत बुरी है, न पालो इसे, दिलों में ख्वाहिश है, निकालो इसे, न इसका, न उसका, न तेरा, न मेरा, ये वतन है हम सभी का, बचा लो इसे, बचा लो इसे. Now I would request our secondary teacher for a speech.
Reverend Father Nigel, respected Principal, Sister Vijaya, Sister Sheila, Sister Saroj, teachers, parents, and my dear students. A very good morning to one and all, and wish you all a joyous Republic Day. Today, we all have gathered here to celebrate the auspicious occasion of 72nd Republic Day of our nation. Republic Day is our national festival. Today, the entire country is laced in tricolors to convey that India is a nation where unity in diversity is celebrated. The Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution of India on 26 November in the year 1949. But it was brought into effect on 26 January 1950. India was declared a republic. Since then, we celebrate 26 January as Republic Day and commemorate the historic independence. To get freedom from British rule, we Indians, irrespective of a caste, creed, religion, and race, stood together. Today, the same situation has risen. where we all need to stand together and fight against the corona pandemic. The COVID-19 outbreak has brought our lives to a standstill and has confronted the entire world with the crisis. Our true and selfless warriors, such as doctors, nurses, sweepers, police, and many others who took initiative to fight this disease on the front line and have risked their own lives to keep us safe. The sacrifices they make every day for humanity is priceless and deserves our lifelong gratitude, respect, and compassion. This Republic Day, instead of wearing a mask of patriotism just for a day, let's be responsible citizens and follow the rules and regulations implemented for our own benefits. That is, take the vaccine, wear the mask, maintain social distancing, and venture out of your house only when needed. I would like to wind up my speech with these words. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Thank you. Ki Jai.
Miss, your words were really inspiring and motivating. न पूछो जमाने से हमारी कहानी क्या है। न पूछो जमाने से क्या हमारी कहानी है। हमारी पहचान तो बस इतनी है कि हम सब हिंदुस्तानी हैं। हम सब हिंदुस्तानी।
सर पे अपना सीना ताने मंजिल कहाँ कहाँ रुकना है ऊपर वाला जाने ऊपर वाला जाने जाए हम सैलानी एक दरिया तूफान सर पे लाल टोपी रूपी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी नहीं इंग्लिस्तान सर पे लाल टोपी रूपी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी छोड़ चुके हैं क्या देखे उस मंजिल को जो छोड़ चुके हैं चांद के दर पर जा पहुंचा है आज जमाना नए जगत से हम भी नाता जोड़ चुके हैं नया खून है नई उमंग है अब है नई जवानी हम हिंदुस्तानी हम हिंदुस्तानी हम हिंदुस्तानी हम हिंदुस्तानी छोड़ो कल की बातें कल की बात पुरानी नए दौर में लिखेंगे मिलकर नई कहानी हम हिंदुस्तानी हम हिंदुस्तानी हम हिंदुस्तानी 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 हम हिंदुस्तानी हिंदुस्तानी
Thank you, teachers. That was indeed a melodious performance. Now I request our manager, Reverend Father Nigel, to share his message on this Republic Day. Father.
Good morning, my dear teachers, sisters, Father Shavito. I feel a bit inadequate after listening to the speeches that were here before me, as well as the beautiful singing, so this might be an anticlimax. But I'd like to carry on where teacher Reshma had left off, in which she said the famous words of JFK, ask what you can do for your country. And so I'm putting forward suggestions that we can do for our country, because our pride as being Indian is the one thing that we need to sustain and hold on to. And the idea of what India is as a nation is what we need to embrace and endorse at all times. A nation that loves all people, embraces all people, respects all people, and ensures that all people are cared for. There are so many famous stories of the India of old, in which people came from outside countries because of persecution. The famous story of the Persians who came across, and they talked about the king of Gujarat, I think, was the one who said, look, our land is like a milk bowl full. Where will we fit you in? And the person puts a flower into that milk bowl and says, just like this flower floats, we too will float in the community. And it was an embracing community that cared, welcomed, ensured that all were protected. And that's the idea of India that we need to hold on to, embrace and take forward. So the challenge for us is, what can we do for our country? And the important thing is, in this day of globalization, in this day where our farmers feel that they're not supported, in this day where there's so many various issues that need to be addressed, our stance is what the Prime Minister said so very often. Think globally, act locally. And that's the first thing. To support small-scale industries, to support the farmers. There are so many videos about this where no one argues with the prices at departmental stores, but everyone bargains with the vegetable vendor. You don't mind paying 150 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees at a shop because they say no bargaining. But something that's 10 rupees a kilo, you will bring it down to 2 rupees a kilo. And that's something that we need to understand. How can we sustain the local environment? How can we sustain people? How can we ensure that those in need are given opportunities to grow? And that's our contribution to building India, because a stronger other is a stronger India. If we can share resources, keep it here, keep it within people, ensure that we support local initiatives, ensure that we have farmers markets so that middlemen get eliminated and the people who cultivate those crops get their just wage, then we will ensure that an India that will always prosper. And that's something that we need to work towards, and that's the context of probably what JFK meant and what we are all called to do, our contributions to making India great. Let's pledge ourselves to various initiatives, caring for the environment, ensuring that electricity is well used, water is conserved, caring for people who are around us, to ensure that they are convinced of right now social distancing, the vaccine, and everything else that needs to be addressed, so that together as a nation we will prosper. And that's my message for you today, taking off from what our previous speakers have always spoken about, where they emphasize our contributions towards the nation. Let's think of 3 practical things we can do, and let's execute it, rather than, as beautifully saying, wear the mask of patriotism for one day. Let us act on it every day. So wish you all a very, very happy Independent Republic Day, and we pray that all of us here will embrace the Constitution that we have for our country.
At last, in the end, I would like to say, let not pass this Republic Day as any other holiday. Instead, look within and think that whether we are fulfilling our fundamental duties or not. My last word, चलो फिर से खुद को जगाते हैं, चलो फिर से खुद को जगाते हैं, अनुशासन का झंडा घुमाते हैं, चलो फिर से खुद को जगाते हैं, अनुशासन का झंडा घुमाते हैं, सुनहरा रंग है गणतंत्र का शहीदों की लहू से, सुनहरा रंग है गणतंत्र का शहीदों की लहू से, ऐसे शहीदों को हम सर झुकाते हैं, सर झुकाते हैं। अभी शायरी बाकी है, मैं प्रोफेसर को इनवाइट करता हूँ, वो भी कुछ कहें, उनके बगैर ये इंडिपेंडेंस डे अधूरा है।
गोपाल ने आज रिकॉर्ड कर दिया। तिरंगा लहराएंगे, भक्ति गीत गुनगुनाएंगे, तिरंगा लहराएंगे, भक्ति गीत गुनगुनाएंगे, वादा करो इस देश को दुनिया का सबसे प्यारा देश बनाएंगे। इस तिरंगे को दे सलामी, इस तिरंगे को जिससे तेरी शान है, सर हमेशा ऊंचा रखना इसका जब तक दिल में जान है। ना जुबान से ना निगाहों से, ना जुबान से ना निगाहों से, ना दिमाग से ना रंगों से, ना ग्रेडिंग से ना गिफ्ट से, आपको 26 जनवरी मुबारक डायरेक्ट दिल से।
And done very organized manner. First of all, Shivakumar, for coordinating it so well, so that it was in an order. Very short but sweet. Thank you so much. And I don't want to give any more messages. We have Inspiration for Life Law by Father Nigel, Reshma and Ansu. Where are you? Thank you. Ansu was on the stage for the first time. I think she did so well on that category. I think we need to give her a good hand. Thank you, Ansu, for taking the effort and courage to deliver your message to us. Thank you. Well, the group song was fantastic. In a short time, you have prepared it, sang so well. Thank you. Praveen and the team, the backdrop behind. Thanks, Praveen. Where are you? Praveen is here. Thank you. Again for coordinating it with Shiv Kumar. Mukul, you have been always on the keyboard with the creative way of performing. Thank you so much for that. Father Savito, thank you so much for being with us. I had not seen you towards the end of the day, I saw you there, sorry. Thank you so much. Just to end this short event, our patriotism lives with us. We live our patriotism with our thoughts, words and deeds. And let's do that. Thank you so much.
एक बार फिर आप सभी को गणतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र।